We have an update on the Cull Obsidian bug situation. Sunspot and Warlock are coming to the contest, and Old Man Logan and Colossus' new abilities are leaked. Yes, hello everybody and welcome back to Marvel Contest of Champions News. It's your 8th of July edition of the news. Click the timestamps in the pinned comment down below to go to the story you want to go to, and make sure to hit the like button as well as the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. And without further ado, let's get into the news. Our first story is an update to the Cull Obsidian situation. If you know, on Friday we covered this and kind of mentioned the fact that things with Thanos' favour weren't exactly working as intended. The further update to this is that it is still under investigation. We really hope this is looked into ASAP, because for a lot of players this is a go-to champion. Whether or not you're grinding up Variant 2 or really enjoy him in general, or he's your kind of top ranked champion, you want your Cull Obsidian to be working as intended. And we'll keep on this story. As soon as we've got an update, we'll let you know further. In other news, Marvel Contest Champions Truecourse has put together a list of information when it comes to Class Trip. If you're not familiar, Class Trip is our side quest. Something that requires permission slips and therefore requires things called shield markers. Yes, you've got to buy in to get in. It also showcases rarity gates, so what champions are required in order to get through certain gated things. If you saw my video on Saturday where we went through a little bit of exploration for week 1, it gave you a little bit of a showcase of information on that, but this goes a little bit deeper. To give a full read of this, go to the link in the description down below. Next up, in an exciting puzzle news, it looks like the state of the Battle Realm has been displayed. No, not the general state of the running of the game, which is important to understand the state of that aspect of the game, but the puzzle. And the puzzle is like this. We've seen certain updates, champions have been put in different areas, and a just general move around. I will be doing a full puzzle deep dive video, but there has been 2 mutants that have been teased. Also, more question marks have been raised as to where these factor into, which we're going to talk about in a moment's time. Next up, it looks like Truecourse and as well as Ultrax have been working together to give us X-Men First Contact, a new event that looks to be coming in for August. And this is pretty exciting, especially with me being a massive mutant fan, a massive X-Men fan. This is really great. The side quest looks to be called Sinister Labs, and this looks like it's going to be like a MODOK Labs, like a rehashed version, but with mutant champions with extra kind of abilities, which I think is the very go-to easy thing for the summer holidays. Maybe people at Command want to take like longer holidays or something, and maybe that's the reason they're not putting something so substantial in. So it's just a kind of a rehash, redo of the events of yesteryear, with the information for that pretty much being backed up by this image here. Looks like the login calendar will give 5-star shards as well as randomizers, and I think I've got some randomizers still left over from the last time an event like this was put in. But the biggest bit of news is Sunspot is going to be entering into the game. Very exciting to see this character. It has been teased for a very long time. I think for the last couple of years there's been this kind of little bit of a kind of a push for it, especially with the recent Bishop and Sabretooth month where they had all the images on the background teasing that further characters could come in particular this one here. At this point I just need to stop the video and just talk about something, because people are giving a lot of flack towards the developer, and as well I've seen a few comments as well on things saying, well, why is Sunspot in the game? He's a flaming champion. We already have Human Torch. And I don't know if these same people complained about the fact that the champion Human Torch was not in flame on form all the time. Personally, I feel that this character has every right to be in the game. I also love the fact that it's a Brazilian-based character, and it's nice to see more representation from different nationalities, and also hopefully in future more ethnicities and also more females, because there's a lot of female characters that could be put into the game that would be great to see and obviously get that representation through. So this character has every right to be in. I wonder if these same people are the ones that like extra Iron Man suits and Spider-Man suits, because we could do that if you want. The other big news is Warlock is going to be entered into the game as well. And quite coincidentally enough, there was meant to be a release schedule, even though it was changed several times. And I know a lot of people will kind of like say in the comment section, well, movies change all the time when they've got to be put out for a date. But it is quite weird to see that August was meant to be the point in which New Mutants was meant to be having a release date at some point. Obviously this has now changed until next year, but Warlock is actually teased to be in the film. Sunspot is a definite to be in the film. And even though this was a Fox-based production at the time, there could be some coincidence to this, but also, you know, it could be just chance that Kabam rolled out an idea of a schedule that they were going to do something in conjunction with this film, but not directly in kind of co-production or co-promotion with the film. But I digress. I'll probably cover some comic book history as well as some character information at a later date this month. But also, we have got the announcement of Colossus and Old Man Logan's buff. The full details of the buff can be found in the link in the description. It will take you to the MCOC journal, but also to the video as well. If you want to gain some further ideas of whether this champion is going to be any good for you to get, then do indeed check it out. All of these things are subject to change. I will look to present a little video a little bit later on that does go a bit more to deep dive whether or not these characters are actually worth getting once the beta has been completed. I still don't know as part of the CCP if we're going to be able to have access to this, and also the extent of the beta for people to test out. Both look to have some really interesting synergies that do look more in line with utility. Colossus has got not as much as I thought, but at the same time, I think it will just be about the ability build of each champion being more powerful than the next. Now it's time for arena predictions as well as cutoffs. From the information that I've seen, it looks like 3 mil was actually enough to get the thing as a basic. Now I'm not going to 100% trust that because I do feel that maybe that could change. I think last time I went for about 3.5 mil being safe, and I feel that if you want to bring that down to 3.3 mil, that may be enough. But do bear in mind, if you really want the champion, you may want to play safe with this. Either way, there's other scores to consider, like 25.8 mil is the lowest I've seen for 5-star Green Goblins. That went a lot lower than expected, so maybe people didn't really bother over the weekend grinding out Arena, especially for champions that maybe they don't want to get. But Green Goblin is still a good character. I still feel that around about 26 mil now will be a lot more safer. I think last time I said 33 mil. Let's go with 26 mil to be safe. And then going for the 4-star Green Goblin, if you want him, it looks like 6 mil was enough. So all the predictions are down below at the moment. Go check them out. Good luck in your grind, and we'll see you for the next one. That's been your Marvel Contest of Champions news for the 8th of July 2019. I will be live streaming as normal tonight. I wasn't live streaming for the last 3 days because I've been working on a sponsorship deal, which should hopefully be live on the channel at some point in the next few days. So I'm really excited about that for those that care. For those that don't, then do make sure to watch the other content I put out on the channel. There should be playlists appearing here. And as well, look out for the news on Wednesday. I've got the puzzle video to do as well as the Old Man Logan and Colossus buff video to do. So check those out when they are indeed live. Thanks very much for watching, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.